What is up, y'all? Ryan here with Southern Reptiles. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I am. It has been a hectic week. We've had some cold front after cold front. We saw some kind of record lows. It was in the mid 30s, about 34 degrees. And I've had a lot of tortoises inside, moved inside with space heaters, ceramic heat emitters, and tortoises outside with ceramic heat emitters all in their houses. And it's been a chore, but you know, it comes along with the territory. We get to enjoy most of the year where we don't have this cold weather, so it's fair enough. Not going to complain too much, but anyway, so I hope you enjoy the episode. Please, if you are watching, smash that like button, the thumbs up, and also hit the subscribe and the bell notification to see future episodes. We got lots of stuff coming. Working on I'm getting a 32 by 12 foot wide shed that should be delivered within 4 to 6 weeks, I hope. Unfortunately, due to COVID, as you know, everything is on back order these days, and that's essentially it. So but this company is the quickest and the best, so hope to get it out here soon. Also doing the West Palm Beach Reptiles show this weekend, so that'll be fun, and enjoy the episode. So it's finally warming up. We had one of the coldest nights since we've been at our new property, 39 degrees, and there's my male. That's my boy that I've had for 25 years, my first tortoise. He's breeding with one of the females. I just threw a bunch of cactus pads, so there's a bunch of redfoots all out eating right now. There's about 18 in here. All full-grown adults. Planning on putting more plants, but right now they have the tall grass really kind of offers a lot of hiding, and they've made little kind of, not burrows, but divots into the ground to be able to kind of feel secure in. They're doing great. Look at this beauty coming up for a drink. I gotta fill that water dish. Got a little bit of water. It just rained. They're actually just probably looking for food. I throw Missouri pellets on there sometimes. So as you can see, I did a little controlled burn here. This pile of debris was here when I moved onto the property. Basically, the previous owner dug out a big hole for the fill, and raised up the chicken coop and the enclosure behind it, and with that fill, and he started throwing in basically logs, branches, things like that. I threw some branches in there as well, knowing that I was going to burn it, and just to be safe, for about an hour before, I sprayed down all the grass around it, just so nothing would catch on fire and I could keep it in a nice circle. And I'm still doing that continuously while it's burning. So I don't recommend this at home, but out where I live, you're allowed to burn debris, and on your property, we don't have an HOA or anything like that. And yeah, so I plan on eventually down the road clearing this out, burning everything that can be burnt, and adding a little bit of fill and making it an aquatic pond. So it's still smoldering a little bit, but I got it out. Luckily, right over there, I don't know if you could see that black thing. I can't zoom in because I'm holding the phone, but I ran the sprinkler, which is nice about having a sprinkler right next to the hole. I just turned the sprinkler on, and it took about an hour, believe it or not, because these logs that are in here are so big that once they're engulfed in flames, it takes a long time to put them out. But now that I've just burned off all that top debris, once this dries out, look, there's still a little bit of smoke coming off of there. So now that I did that, I can this will dry out in a couple days, and I will basically start burning more of it to where the logs are gone, because hauling a log like that one right there and that one right there, those are about 6 to 8 feet long and about 3 feet wide. They're heavy. This hauling all this out of here would probably cost about $2,500 roughly, just a guess. So burning it and then putting clean fill on top of it would probably be my best solution. There's no nails or anything, it's all just natural tree branches. And do a little pond here, even though I have, you know, my big pond over there. Can never have too many ponds, that's for sure. So this is just the beginning of clearing this thing out. It's a little overdue. I also got we'll be having a shed installed within the next 2 months right here, roughly 30 feet by 12 feet, to give me space to keep some species inside when it's cold, and just to store things like my lawnmower, tools, and food and things like that. So not human food, turtle food. I have a refrigerator for my food. Just soaking some these are about 3.5-inch cherry heads. Some beautiful color on them. Look at that neck color. Some of them are marbled, some aren't. These are just some holdbacks. Just giving them a little soak while we have some warm temperatures. It's getting a little warmer now. It was cold, cold, cold last night. Right, guys? These are going to be available, or they are available. So I'm walking over to the pond, and I think Mama Duck may have had her babies. Where did she go? There's been a duck nesting in the pond. She did. Oh my God, they're so cute. There they are. So cute. They got plenty of little minnows and all kinds of stuff to feed on in here. Awesome. This one duck has just stuck around, and glad she had some babies. Just got in some beautiful, very rare captive born, US captive born, freshly hatched mata turtles. They don't get much smaller than this. They're about shell length, about 3 inches. Look at that color. These are gorgeous. I mean, you could still see where the yolk sac is healed up. It's beautiful that these are being produced in the US, and phenomenal color, amazing. So these are going to be available at the West Palm Beach show I'm doing this weekend, as well as on my website for shipping. So be on the lookout. Okay, so as you can see, Mother Duck is off to a great start. It has been about 3 days since she had the babies. Now we're on day 3, and she left one behind across the canal behind my house. So now I gotta go rescue this thing before a hawk or something takes it out, because my wife and my son saw it. So heading over there now. Alright, so my wife just rescued one of the baby ducks. We had kind of a really bad windstorm that blew through with a cold front, and this baby got separated. We haven't seen the mother and the rest of the babies since the storm. But this little one was, she was going back to check on the chickens and found it in between where I keep the cherry head tortoises and the chickens in the coop. It was hiding, but it was making a squeaking little chirping noise, and she found it. So we're hooking up a heat lamp right now. She's going to put some hay, get some hay to put down on the bottom, some water, and a little bit of chicken scratch for it to eat. And I'll also give it some little bugs and earthworms and stuff to eat. So it's pretty cold. Usually, because it's only about 5 days old, the mother would still be sitting on them, I believe, at night, especially with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. But pretty cool rescue. My wife's badass. So I have some pretty good news. The mother duck is back, and she is with her babies, not as many as she had. Unfortunately, you know, there are predators around here. That could have been the reason why this one was split up from the mother. But the good news is I'm going to try and reintroduce the baby back to the mother right now. I've done this before in the past, and it's not like the mother duck rejects the baby or anything like that. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. So here's the mother. She is sitting on about 4 or 5 babies. Turn my flashlight off so I'm not gonna scare her. I'm gonna try and get as close as possible and get the baby in there with her. Okay, the baby just went in the water. I think she will hear the mother. There you go, the mother's going after her. Okay, good. Mother's with her. So there's some of the babies. I'm hoping that she's gonna get... Okay, the baby's following the mother. It's a little chilly out here. But it looks like they're all going together, which is good news. Alright, they're all sticking together, which is great. I'm gonna double check, shut the light off, and shine the flashlight from further away and make sure they're all together. But I think we're successful. Alright, so they're all together. It's so cold you can see my breath right now. But she has the baby with her in the group. There were only 4, or actually there were 5, and now there's 6. So make sure none of them got left behind over here. I don't see any. So the little one is back with the mother. Yippee. Just to give you guys an idea how cold it has been. It's been and it was 33 was the low last night. I have tubs on tubs on tubs basically stacked on top of each other with hay and mulch, and it's these are just the ones that I didn't have heated houses for outside. Several of the ones have houses with ceramic heat emitters in them, so they just hang out in those at night when it gets cold like this. But yeah, it's been a lot of moving animals inside, making sure everybody's safe, and that's the #1 priority, and just keeping everybody warm. So the weather has finally warmed up, and my big adult female, she's about 16 inches and about 10 inches wide, Suriname yellowfoot. She's chowing down right now on a mango. She's been in her box for the last few nights. It's been so cold, but she is out and chowing down. It's my girl right there, my favorite yellowfoot. Oh, thank you to my velociraptors, I forgot to say, because check this out. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's another one hidden. 14. We got 14 eggs in one day. Not a bad haul. Thank you, girlies. Appreciate you. Thank you to Mother Nature. The past 2 days, we've gotten about 15 eggs. I accidentally dropped one and cracked it. So we would have had one more, but that was my bad. Yeah, so beats going to the grocery store and having to buy eggs constantly. Our son loves them, we love them, and they're good. Free range. Our chickens are out basically all day, except at night, just because of coyotes and other predators. But yeah, and speaking of eggs, I'm gonna come over here to the incubator, which is maxed out right now. We got down here a redfoot hatching out from 10-9. It was laid. The reason there's a question mark, I think the reason I put the question mark was because I found them on 10-9, but I was not sure when they were laid. I think it had been laid about a week prior or so when I found the nest. So 10-9 was the find date, but generally I'll put a question mark if I don't actually know when they were laid. All right, everybody, that is it for today. I'm sorry there wasn't much tortoise content, a little bit more of the ducks and chickens, but you know, I try to do a little bit of everything. It revolves around mostly reptiles, turtles, tortoises, but we have all kinds of animals here at Southern Reptiles, and I'm going to be showing more and more as the months go on and the projects continue. So, and I also have another mammal to unveil. My wife is I'm overwhelmed with joy. My wife is pregnant with our second child, and we are so excited. And I thought I was overjoyed with our first child, but I'm overwhelmed with the second. I can't wait to see the future, what happens. I can't wait to find out if it's a boy or a girl. But I'll be happy either way, you know, and hopefully they can follow in my passion, but you know, if they don't, that's okay as well. You know, everybody has their own dreams and passions to follow, just like you guys should do. Follow what you love, you know, that will always make you happy. And happiness and work, you never feel like you're working when you're, you know, taking care of animals and breeding them and helping them. And anyway, I'll quit rambling, but I figured I'd get that out there. And I'll be at the West Palm Beach show this weekend, so if you're there, come by and say hi. Southern Reptiles will be at our table. We just got one table, but we'll have plenty of turtles and tortoises. And last but not least, please, for my fellow supporters, smash that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and give me the bell notification as well, so you see all the future content, because we're going to continue rolling on through stuff. Got a new building coming in and soon, and more stuff in the works. So be there, continue to watch and enjoy. Have a good weekend.